I awake. A few minutes, maybe, of troubled sleep. My teeth chatter so violently I can taste I've bitten my swollen tongue. Spitting red into the snow, I try to rise, but my body's seized. The oldest Huron, their leader, who kept us walking all night around the big lake rather than across it because of some ridiculous dream, stands above me with a thorn club. The weight these men give their dreams will be the end of them. Although I still know little of their language, I understand the words he whispers and force myself to roll over when the club swings toward me. The thorns bite into my back, and the bile of curses that pour from my mouth make the Hurons convulse with laughter. I am sorry, Lord, to use your name in vain. They'd all be screaming with glee, pointing and holding their bellies if we weren't being hunted. With the low sun rising and the air so cold, noise travels. They're clearly fed up with the young Iroquois girl who never stopped whimpering the entire night. Her face is swollen, and when I see her lying in the snow, I fear they killed her while I slept. Not long ago, just before first light, we'd all paused to rest, the leader and his handful of hunters stopping as if they'd planned this in advance, the pack of them collapsing against one another for the heat. They whispered among themselves, and a couple glanced over at me. Although I couldn't decipher their rushed speech, I sensed they talked of leaving me here, probably with the girl, who at that moment sat with her back to a birch, staring as if in a dream. Or maybe they talked of killing us. We had slowed them down all night, and despite trying to walk quietly, I'd stumbled in the dark through the thick brush and tripped over fallen trees buried in the snow. At one point, I removed my snowshoes because they were so clumsy, but then sank up to my hips in the next steps, and one of the hunters had to pull me out, biting me hard on the face once he'd accomplished the deed. Now the snow covering the lake glows the color of a robin's egg as sunlight tries to break through cloud. If I live through this day, I will always remember to pay attention to the tickle of dryness at the back of my throat at this moment, the feeling of a bad headache coming. I've just begun to walk to the girl to offer her comfort, if she's still alive, when a dog's howl breaks the silence, its excitement in picking up our scent making me want to throw up. Other dogs answer it. I forget how my toes have begun to blacken, that I've lost so much weight I can barely support my gaunt frame, that my chest has filled with a sickness that's turned my skin yellow. I know dogs, though. As in my old world, they are one of the few things in this new one that bring me comfort. And this pack still a long way away, their voices traveling easy in the frozen air. When I bend to help the girl up, I see the others have already disappeared into the shadows of trees and thick brush. My terror of being left behind for those chasing me, who will make sure my death is slow and painful, is so powerful that I now weigh taking my own life. I know exactly what I must do. Asking your divine mercy for this, I will strip naked and walk out onto the lake. I calculate how long all this will take. It's my second winter in the New World, after all, and my first one I witnessed the brutality of death by freezing. The first 10 minutes, as the pack races closer and closer, will certainly be the most excruciating. My skin will at first feel as if it's on fire, like I'm being boiled in a pot. Only one thing is more painful than these early minutes of freezing, and it's the thawing out. Every tendril of the body screaming for the agony to stop. But I won't have to worry about that. I will lie on the frozen lake and allow the boiling cold to consume me. After that handful of minutes, the violent shaking won't even be noticed, but the sharp stabs of pain in the forehead will come, and they will travel deeper until it feels my brain is being prodded with fish spines. And when the dogs are within a few minutes of reaching me, I will suddenly begin to feel a warmth creeping. My body will continue its hard